What's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint. Today we're going to take a look at the Berserk Isidro statue from Prime 1 Studio. Or is it Isidoro? I don't know. They pronounce it different in the anime. Anyway, super excited to get this piece. This must be the smallest Prime 1 box for a quarter scale piece in all history. So, interesting to see how compact they package this. And this is a super low edition size, man. This is number 81 out of only 200 for the exclusive. So let's go ahead and start the unboxing. Before we get started, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit that like button, and hit the notification bell so you're made aware every time we release new videos. We drop new videos every day at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we do live streams on Sundays. We're giving away this Supergirl Premium Format exclusive by Sideshow Collectibles once we hit 90,000 subscribers. This is a worldwide giveaway. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see the details on how to enter. Alright, here goes the art box, looking clean. You have Isidro on the front here, kind of instructions or warnings on the back, the red graphic on the back, brand of sacrifice here, and on the top you have his name in Japanese. Alright, cool. Let's get him out of the box. Wow, surprised to see this black foam. What does this remind you of? Alright, first piece here we have, it looks like some type of chest with a satchel of food. I would assume something Isidro stole as he's known to do that. Nothing too interesting here, just looks like a bag of some kind of loot or something. These are all elements of the base. Here we have more pieces of the base, just stacked up boxes, treasure chest on the top. Nice detail in the wood though. And then here we have a barrel with a rope hanging down, and you have a lantern on top of it. Pretty cool. Alright, then lastly we have Isidro's body. He's definitely got his Captain Morgan pose going on here. I like the flowing coat that he's got going on. Some nice textures going on here. Alright, here we have the base. Tons of keyholes for things to plug into. He's got the same kind of base going around as all the other Berserk pieces. And then you have the bottom, Isidro Ultimate Premium Master Line number 81 out of 200 for the exclusive. This layer's got a ton of pieces. Alright, we got a hand with his sword. Alright, you see a little texture on his skin, a little bit of translucency. You got the weathered look on the sword. Not metal. Got the brand of sacrifice, we'll just stick that on the front. Here we have his left arm, and he's holding his special knife. So this was a knife. Well, we'll talk about the knife more in the review. But this is like the only supernatural element to Isidro. Alright, here we got a couple more arms. He's giving a thumbs up here. He's holding a rock here. He is definitely an expert rock marksman or a rock thrower, so I like how they incorporated that. Here we have a little Puck who starts off as Guts' little sidekick, but becomes kind of like Isidro's sidekick, or Isidro becomes his sidekick in Puck's mind. Alright, we have two head sculpts, so you have the more serious look. Got the eyebrows kind of furrowed. And then you have him with a smile. You got the monkey ears. I like the spiked hair. I think they do that a lot on Berserk statues. It looks really good. Like Guts and Zod have that as well. But nice looking head sculpts. Alright, there was a couple more pieces I didn't even bother to show. Like another bag, these sausage links. You have this bottle. So I figured, we'll just start assembling him. So, like I mentioned, put the brand of sacrifice on there. The next thing it wants us to do is put this first piece that we took out. Looks like that goes right here. No. Alright, so that goes there. Then it wants us to do the bottle. That looks like it goes right here. I like that clear glass look, and it looks like it has liquid in it, so that they did a good job on that. All right. Oh, the sausage link is supposed to go right above the brand. Connects to the flap, so it's kind of like falling out of the bag. Okay. Then we got the barrel. So the keys are pretty helpful. They have like little grooves and such, so you can make sure you're putting it in the right place. All right, then we have a bag. Now there are multiple bags, so let's see which one's which. It looks like this one goes right here. All right. Then we got another burlap sack. That's what I was trying to think of the whole time. All right, I think this one is the one that goes next to it. Boom. All right. That's that. Then it wants us to put this big boy right here. Got it. Little sack in front. Cool. And then we can put Isidro on. So his foot rests on top of the barrel. Let's see here. Does it? Oh no, it doesn't. Goes on top of the food. Okay, cool. So, all right, coming together. Now we're gonna put on his arm with his blade. Cool. Rock hand on the other side. And then you can switch that out with the thumbs up or with the sword. The sword goes back. Okay. So this goes right here. Okay, and Puck actually goes in his head. So there's a little hole here. All right, guys, and there we have it. Alright guys, before we start on the review, let's talk a little bit about Isidro. So first of all, I saw this statue before I finished reading the manga, before I started getting too deep into the anime, into the movies. And I always thought, man, that doesn't really look like a character from Berserk. He doesn't look badass. Probably an easy pass. He's a smaller statue. But when he was introduced, right away you fall in love with Isidro. He is a badass little kid. He's like the Bart Simpson of the Berserk universe. He has no filter. He always says the most rude and most inappropriate things. He is very ambitious. He's a little bastard of a kid, man. He's a little thief. He's on his own, though, and he really has ambitions to be a master swordsman. And it's kind of funny the bromance he has with Guts. He really looks up to Guts, even though he doesn't like to admit it. And he'll even say out loud, oh, I'm just using Guts so I can be trained as a master swordsman. But nevertheless, he follows Guts around. He does help out. Even though he's more bark than he is bite, he still does help. He's holding a rock, and that really gets them out of a pinch and saving Casca and some of the others when you first meet him. So he's a kid. Like, him throwing rocks is kind of like Dennis the Menace or even Bart Simpson with their slingshot. Like, he's a badass when it comes to throwing rocks. He's got a good heart. He's just kind of an asshole. But he's awesome. You fall in love with him. Puck really gravitates towards him and kind of leaves Guts alone once Isidro comes into the picture. And, you know, Puck acts like Isidro is his sidekick. Puck thinks he's like the top dog, right? And I love the banter between them. They're always giving each other a hard time. They always call Isidro a little monkey boy, and he does kind of act like a monkey. Even gets kind of hypnotized into being a monkey by, who is it? Is it by Shirke, right? So anyway, you know, you really fall in love with the Isidro character. In the 2016 anime, they call him Isidoro, which doesn't look like it's how you pronounce it. So we're just gonna go with Isidro. This blade, like I mentioned, that's the only supernatural object he has. He was given to that by Shirke's mistress, the forest tree mistress, and it's enchanted by the fire elements, these little miniature salamanders that are the fire elements, and He could stab something, it'll burst into flames, and that's kind of his weapon. What's cool about Isidro is like he wants to be a master swordsman, but that's not his strong suit. He can't wield a big sword like Guts or even like a regular sized sword for an adult. You know, so his arc is kind of cool when he finally gives into what he's good at, which is being small, nimble, go for the ankles, go high, go low, use his blade, use a small dagger, throw rocks, and he really embraces that. So I definitely like the Isidro character. He's, I don't want to say a comic relief for the manga, because his wit is pretty dark as well, but I do like the element that him and Puck add to the Berserk stuff. So with that being said, let's look at the statue. It tells the story of Isidro. He's kind of like a materialistic dude. He's always trying to rob people. He's trying to rob food. He's into treasure, and it's got a very much like pirate theme to the base. So I thought that was spot on. It's a smaller piece for a Prime 1 statue and a Berserk statue. So with Puck on top of his head, you know, he's still about 21 inches tall though, so pretty big for a quarter scale piece, just not for a Prime 1 piece. And the diameter is about 14 inches, so for a Prime 1 Berserk piece, pretty compact. Looking at the base, you know, I'm a sucker for companion pieces, for bases that match. This one does. It has the brand of Sacrifice because he rolls with the branded ones. So that looks really good. You got the rock base, and it's got a lot of jaggedness to it. Some color differences there, mostly grays and lighter grays. All of the elements on the base have really good detail, man. The burlap sacks, the texture looks great. All these wood chests and cases have great detail. It looks like real wood. The sculpted in rope looks good. So there's numerous amounts of those pieces on top. I like the glass kind of resin look that they use for the lantern and for the bottle of wine. That looks great. That mug is actually sculpted into the base. Then you have Isidro, man. So, you know, he's got a lot of good details in his shoes and his socks, his clothes. He kind of has a lot of folds, a lot of textures. It looks good. Super clean paint, flowing cloak like I mentioned. And I like these kind of cuts with the red details on the inside. That looks good. I like the skin tone. I didn't think I liked it from looking at other videos and other reviews, but it does have the same kind of translucency that we come to expect from Prime 1. I don't know that it has an anime vibe. I guess you guys will tell me. For me, I don't really look at Berserk like that's an anime. I don't like put it in a box. I look at it like it's just a dope-ass universe. Skinny little boy arms. I do like this setup with the switch outs. I like the rock. I like having the elemental piece, but we'll switch him out to see what he looks like with his other options. Puck on top of his head. Looks great. Little monkey ears from the little monkey boy. Looks awesome. So let's do some switch outs, right? So I think that this sword is going to look good too, man. So let's take out the rock throwing arm. I think that's the sword that was given to him by the old man. Which story arc was that, man? That was, I guess it's part of the Conviction arc. The man that goes to sacrifice himself to save Isidro, he ends up getting his blade. So, okay, so you always have that for the left hand then. Okay, that makes sense. So I like that look, though, with the sword behind his back. And they still kept it compact, right? It's not pointing straight up like all the Guts statues, so it doesn't really add any more height. We'll switch out the head sculpt. The other head sculpt is cool because it has the headband. But I do like the smirking head. Well, there you go. More of a serious look, ready for battle. Puck chilling on his head like always, so I like that look. Looks good. And then let's switch out the sword arm, and he's just kind of giving like a little thumbs up. I actually really enjoy the statue. It's a fun little piece. It tells a story. It goes with the other characters in Berserk, even though he's not brutal. He's not as much as an imposing character as the other pieces like Guts or Zod or Femto. But he has his place, and if you read the manga, if you watch the anime, you really appreciate Isidro a lot more than if you just looked at this without knowing, like how when I first saw the review on this guy. Alright guys, in order to enter this worldwide giveaway, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and comment on this video. What I'm going to do is promote this in random videos until we hit 90,000 subscribers. Once we hit that milestone, I'm going to pick a random video and we'll do a random YouTube comment generator during our following live stream. You could be worldwide, any age. All you have to do is be subscribed and comment down below. So I think that's going to about wrap it up. I want to hear what you guys think about Isidro in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more daily content by hitting the gem to the left. If you want to see more statue unboxing and reviews, including all the other Berserk statues, hit the playlist to the right. Thanks for watching. Stay minty fresh. Peace.